Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! Welcome to the Contrap's coverage of the Premier League encounter between Aston Villa and Manchester United taking place at Old Trafford this afternoon. Kick-off is very much fast approaching in around 5 minutes' time. But before we get into today's game, I just want to apologise to our listeners for a bit of a hiatus due to some technical issues and also some staff illness in the past few weeks. I'm glad to say the staff illness is come to an end. The technical issues have been resolved and we're back today bringing you some Premier League action just before the Christmas break this afternoon. I'm Wes Vernon and I'm your match day host today, and alongside me for today's game is your match commentator Paul James. And Paul, this game between Aston Villa and Manchester United today should be a good match and is one I'm definitely looking forward to. Are you looking forward to it as well?
Yes, Villa Park, the home of Aston Villa Football Club, the most informed team in the Premier League right now, with 8 wins back-to-back. Taken from near the bottom of the Premier League to title contenders, there's great hope amongst the fans here at Villa Park.
Yes, and when you look at Manchester United, if they were to win today at Villa Park against Aston Villa, they would just be 4 points behind Aston Villa. What a remarkable job Ruben Amorim has done this season compared to last season, Paul, as well.
Well, the consistency at Manchester United has not been great. The second half has not been kind to them. And they went into a half-time lead against Bournemouth with a 2-1 lead. And even in the second half, turned it around to make it 4-3. But it blew up in their face in the final minute when Bournemouth equalised. So really, Manchester United, they're looking for a Champions League place. They need to start putting a consistent run of wins together, or time will begin to run out for the Manchester Giants.
Yes, absolutely. Some big games already taken place this weekend. We'll look at those at half-time of this game. I want to recap the weekend scores thus far. There is one final Premier League game which will take place tomorrow, which we'll tell you about at half-time as well. So I can see the Villa team in the tunnel there. Manchester United record at Villa Park: 30 games, 18 wins, 9 draws and 3 defeats at Villa Park in the Premier League for Manchester United, who have already lost 4 games this season. Aston Villa have lost 3 games all season, 10 wins and 3 draws for the Villans. Manchester United 7 wins and 5 draws in the league so far this season. Emi Martinez back after injury to feature today's it. Let's find out and wait and see if that is going to be the case as we get ready to hand over to match commentator of the teams. Get ready to come into the tunnel right about now. Coming out of the field in a few moments' time. It's time for me to hand over to the man alongside me. Before I do that, Paul, do you think Man United will get the win today, or do you think Villa will come out on top? Quick score prediction, my friend, please.
Oh, it's a tricky one. Manchester United have a superior record against Aston Villa. They've actually won 4 of the last 5 games against them. But today, Villa just might be a bit too much for them. I'm going to say 1-0 Aston Villa.
Thank you very much then, Paul. Let's see if Paul's prediction is right as the team's ready to emerge from the tunnel at the kick-off. It's Aston Villa against Manchester United in the company of Paul James.
Thank you very much, Ross. Good afternoon, everybody. The Christmas fixtures starting in earnest yesterday in the Premier League, continued here today at Villa Park. Merry Christmas, one and all. Manchester United come in off the back of a 4-4 draw with Bournemouth. Villa coming in on the back of 8 wins. consecutively, the most informed team in the Premier League, including a victory over leaders Arsenal. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We're going to start with the home team, of course, and Aston Villa, as mentioned by Russ, Emiliano Martinez returns in goal, the World Cup Golden Glove winner. Ian Maatsen, Victor Lindelof, Ezri Konsa and Matty Cash on the back four. The holding midfield roles are Amadou Onana and Boubacar Kamara, with Morgan Rogers, Yuri Tielemans and Captain John McGinn playing behind Ollie Watkins. For Manchester United, well, they've struggled to put a lineup together, really. Some of their players away on AFCON duty, they line up as follows, with Sene Lamens in goal, 23 Luke Shaw, Aidan backs with Kobe Mainoo. Well, that's not Kobe Mainoo, actually. It's Manuel Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes in the midfield, with Mason Mount and Mateus Cunha behind Benjamin Sesko. Manchester United substitutes bench largely operating with teenagers, basically, with the exception of two goalkeepers and Tyrell Malacia and Joshua Zirkzee. The rest have never started a senior game for Manchester United in the Premier League. So we're just seeing the two teams making their final preparations today. Let's take a look who the match officials are. The match officials are Michael Oliver, he's from Ashington in Northumberland. The assistants are Stuart Burt, Neil Davis. Michael Salisbury's on fourth official duty today, with Peter Banks and Ian Hussin in VAR. Talking about Emiliano Martinez, his performances in goal have been vital for Aston Villa. Compared with Sene Lamens, you can see a significant difference here. 12 games played for Martinez, only 9 goals conceded. 10 for games played for Lamens, he's conceded 15. The goals against average a measly 0.75 for Martinez. Lamens at 1.5 right now, and a much higher save percentage with 4 clean sheets for the Argentinian goalkeeper, the World Cup Golden Glove winner. We'll just bring up the head-to-heads now as well, and the head-to-heads between the two sides. You can see for Manchester United, they have a superior record. 200 times these teams have met. 51 wins for Aston Villa, 107 wins for Manchester United, with 42 draws. And the first game taking place back in 1892, when the then Newton Heath beat Aston Villa 2-0 in League Division 1. You can see the 500 stat between the two. Manchester United clearly dominant in that position, but Villa ahead in the league right now, and we'll see what happens today. Villa, the informed team. We're just waiting for Michael Oliver to get the teams together, and waiting to get this game underway. Manchester United in their changed shirts of silver and white. It's a very startling colour that Manchester United are wearing today. There's Ruben Amorim taking his position on the bench for the visitors. And there also is the Aston Villa manager as well. And Manchester United, well, they're going to be looking for a victory today. But boy, have they got their work cut out against Unai Emery's team. Michael Oliver now is finally getting the two teams to the centre circle. Final preparations for Manchester United. They're in the silver shirts, silver white shirts with the purple shorts and purple socks. Aston Villa in their famous claret and blue shirts with white shorts and sky blue socks, attacking the goal to our right. Manchester United are about to get us underway here. And we're just waiting for Michael Oliver to blow the whistle. Mateus Cunha standing over the ball right now, sends it all the way back to Lamens in the Manchester United goal. He is going to go long downfield. Up in the air trying to win that is Diogo Dalot. He flicks the ball on. It's headed out by Amadou Onana. and it's going to be a throw-in to Manchester United. And over on the far side, taking this one is the Portuguese international, Diogo Dalla. It's a long throw-in, headed away again, this time by Boubacar Kamara. And Villa win possession back, and Morgan Rogers trying to break away now. But there is a foul there on Bruno Fernandes, and it's going to be a free kick to Manchester United. Just a couple of yards in from the touchline. I would say about 10 yards outside the penalty area. Really good position this for Manchester United to whip the ball into the penalty area, and Bruno Fernandes is standing over this one, just down that right-hand side. Manchester United looking for an early goal, maybe to silence this noisy crowd here at Villa Park. Swings this ball in, does Fernandes. It's a poor one, it's cleared away by Ian Matson. Only as far as Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu sends the ball back to Fernandes. Fernandes whips the ball in long again. And the header just away there from Matty Cash. And it's actually offside anyway. And it's going to be a free kick to Aston Villa. Ruben Amorim, despite his performances, has felt a lot of pressure on him from the Manchester United fans, many of whom think he's not up for the job. We'll see how they fare today. It's back with Martinez now for Aston Villa. He releases the ball there to Konsa, on to Ian Matson. Picked up by Morgan Rogers, goes down under the challenge by Diogo Dalla. Dalla suggesting he dives. The referee has awarded the free kick to Aston Villa. It's taken very quickly. Goes back again to Emiliano Martinez. He's going to clear the ball downfield, right-footed. Up in the air, winning that ball very, very well there is Aidan Heaven. And sets off Mason Mount on his way. Tries to play the ball. It's laid off there to Cunha! Oh, that is just wide! Oh, the Brazilian coming so close for Manchester United there. It's a first effort on goal in this game. And it was really started by Aidan Heaven with his header from the back. And Mason Mount picks up the ball, lays it off for Cunha. And the shot has Emiliano Martinez rooted to his spot. But it goes behind, almost curled. There just wasn't enough curl on it in the end to put it the other side of the post. But a really warning shot fired over Villa's bow there. The ball goes with Matty Cash down the right-hand side. Cash just drops the ball back there to Konsa. Konsa lifts the ball forward, but it's out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Manchester United. Just down this left-hand side here. As far as Manchester United are concerned, Luke Shaw is going to take it. Playing at centre-back today, one of three centre-backs, Luke Shaw, along with Aidan Heaven and Lenny Yoro. And it's Dorgu that's out on the right wing-back today for Bruno Fernandes's, for Ruben Amorim's men. The ball is played forward now, and now there's a real chance for Aston Villa with Ollie Watkins. He just fell down in the penalty area. It was a legitimate challenge there by Patrick Dorgu, and Ollie Watkins just for a moment saw sight of goal. And you see the ball here. It's really quick play, smart play there really by John McGinn. Played the ball to Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins tried to turn inside. He just didn't have the time. And the ball is cleared away. And as it happens, the referee has given a free kick anyway for the offside. It's cleared downfield and out of play for a throw-in to Aston Villa. Aidan Heaven already involved in the wars so far. Matty Cash now with a throw-in for Aston Villa. Looking for options available. Stealing a number of yards there. He finally goes for the long throw-in over the halfway line. And it goes back there to Patrick Dorgu, and it's headed away. And now here's Ian Matson. Matson drops the ball back into his own half of the field to Amadou Onana. Onana goes all the way back to Martinez. Release to Konsa. Konsa clears the ball forward. Dummy by John McGinn. He managed to get the ball back there as Luke Shaw didn't really buy into that. It's won back by Bruno Fernandes. He gives the ball there to Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte to Fernandes. Back to Aidan Heaven. Across to Lenny Yoro. Good ball by Yoro there to Diogo Dalla. And the ball is played forward there. It misses Diogo Dalla's pass. Misses Mason Mount there. And Villa pick up the ball. Ian Matson. Onana. Midway inside his own half of the field. Onana drops the ball back. Here is... that's a beautiful flick forward there by Yuri Tielemans, but unable to catch it was Morgan Rodgers. And Manchester United can now come away with a ball, but Bruno Fernandes has been fouled. And it's going to be a free kick to Manchester United. As Bruno Fernandes looks like he's picked up a knock at the side of his leg there. Just take a look at that. Coming in there was, at the back really, was Boubacar Kamara. And it maybe just be a dead leg for the Manchester United captain. Seems to be moving okay now. Impact knock, I would say. Free kick is taken. It's with Aidan Heaven now. Former Arsenal trainee. He's just taking his time on the ball right now. He's got options left and right as Heaven. He decides to play the ball to Ugarte. Ugarte is brought down, but the referee says nothing. Here comes Amadou Onana. Onana, great ball outside to John McGinn. Good save by the goalkeeper, and following in there was Ollie Watkins, but that's a fine challenge by Aidan Heaven. And Manchester United scramble the ball away for a corner. But just look at this again. Villa breaking out forward. Amadou Onana, 4-on-3 there. Great ball by Onana to McGinn. McGinn forcing a great save out of Lamens. And Aidan Heaven got the block in from Ollie Watkins. And McGinn now is going to take the corner for Aston Villa, the Villa captain. Going to swing this ball into the near post. It's just, it's bouncing around there. Manchester United don't get the ball away. Nearly goes in from Ian Matson. Oh, Manchester United did not deal with that, and they nearly paid the price. The ball came in there from John McGinn. It was flicked on. Manchester United defenders didn't deal with it, and Ian Matson struck the shot. And Morgan Rodgers, it just needed a better touch, and it would have been in. It looks like it did come off Rodgers last, but he only got the slightest of touches on it. And the ball went wide. And that is a couple of golden opportunities for Aston Villa early on in this one. Well, 0-0. We've played almost 8.5 minutes. And Manchester United... Just looking at Morgan Rodgers, 5 goals and 8 assists this season, and shots and chances created 40th. He's first in the league in all 3 of those categories. It's incredibly impressive for the England international. They'll need him come World Cup time in the summer. Here go Manchester United now, and it's Lenny Yoro trying to skip into the area, and the referee has given a goal kick. It's actually, it's not Lenny Yoro, it's Diogo Dallo. Was skipping into the area there, and pressure, he manages to run the ball wide. But both sides showing attacking intent in this first half. What we're seeing really is both sides trying to press the other, and we're seeing some really quality football here as well at this early stage of the game. And you can see both managers already sending instructions out to their players. And what an amazing job Unai Emery has done at Aston Villa. 8 consecutive wins, really closing in on Manchester City and Arsenal. Both of those sides won yesterday, so Villa will need to win here if they want to keep the pressure on those two. It's a throw into Manchester United. It's Diogo Dalla that's going to take it. It's level with a penalty area down the right-hand side. Level with a Villa penalty area. And it's going to be a long throw by Dallo here. He gets some distance on it. It's headed up into the air though. Not really flicked on really by Aidan Heaven. It comes back to Dallo. Dallo swings it in and clutching it out of the air. Just off the head of Patrick Dorgu is Emiliano Martinez. Great goalkeeping there. And Manchester United have won the ball back. And it's Mateus Cunha. Cunha drops the ball to Fernandez. Fernandez to Patrick Dorgu. It's Dorgu again, just trying to get to the byline. Gets a decent cross in. But there's Emiliano Martinez. Once again, plucking the ball out of the air. A safe pair of hands in that Villa defence. And he clears the ball downfield. He was close to joining Manchester United in the summer. In the end, they chose to go for Lemens after trying to start the season with Andre Onana, which didn't pan out too well for Manchester United. Here's Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte again. Good ball forward. Drops the ball back here to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Diogo Dalla. And it's picked up by Mateus Cunha. Gives the ball back to Manuel Ugarte. Here's Lenny Yoro. Good ball to Diogo Dalla. Just steps inside. Tries lifting the ball over the top. Chasing it is Cunha, but there's just a bit too much on it. And it goes through to Martinez in goal for Aston Villa. He releases the ball quickly as well. And it's back now again with Martinez. Here's Ezri Konsa for Villa. Matty Cash playing the ball forward, looking for John McGinn, who's chasing that ball back. Great work by the Villa captain. And Tielemans is fouled, and it's a free kick for Aston Villa. Manuel Ugarte, the guilty party there. Such a light rain in the air at Villa Park, 9 degrees, and a little bit of a typical winter's day in England. And here is Konsa, plays the ball forward. Oh, that's a really good pass there. Found Ollie Watkins, and Luke Shaw had to come behind and put that behind for a corner ball to Aston Villa. It was a super pass by Konsa, and just picking up the ball there. That was a really good challenge. In fact, it was Aidan Heaven who got the final touch on that. But Aston Villa have a corner. Cash, Konsa, Watkins, Onana, all in there. It's going to be Yuri Tielemans to take it down the left-hand side. Swing this ball in. Manchester United are going to have to try and deal with this better. It's short to McGinn, and McGinn tries to get the cross in. It's blocked behind and goes behind for another corner, this time off Mason Mount. And that was an interesting set-up play by Villa right off the training ground there. Yuri Tielemans has got another attempt here. Is he going to swing this one in, or is he going to go short again? Let's see. Ugarte just trying to cover Ollie Watkins. Ball comes in this time, dealt with by Bruno Fernandes, headed out only as far as Boubacar Kamara. And here is Matty Cash. Cash swings the ball in, and that should be Lemens very easily. And he plucks it out of the air, releases that. And now here's Mateus Cunha for Manchester United. End-to-end stuff so far in the first 14 minutes at Villa Park. No goals as of yet. Neither goalkeeper, despite the opportunities, has really been forced into Lemens was forced into one save earlier on. A good save by him, but Martinez quiet at the other end, despite the pressure from Manchester United. And here's Luke Shaw. Dorgu under pressure there from Matty Cash. He wins the ball back. Does Matty Cash, but it's a late whistle by Michael Oliver, and it'll be a free kick to Manchester United, as Dorgu is still down at the moment. Look, yes, it looks like he just caught him. It is a foul, but the official was, looking at it from that angle, it's very close. It could have won the ball, but either case, it was a late whistle by Michael Oliver. Free kick to Manchester United, nevertheless. Goes back there to Aidan Heaven. Gives the ball to Lenny Yoro. Coming forward now, Manchester United. It's a long ball over the top, looking for Sesko. Sesko holds the ball up. Villa appealing for offside. Nothing yet by the official on the far side. Ball is picked up here by Dallo. Plays the ball there into Cunha. Villa wrestling to try to win the ball back. They do for a moment by Kamara, but they've given it away again. And here is Cunha. Cunha gives the ball to Dorgu inside the Villa penalty area down the left-hand side. Dorgu tries to get the cross in. It's blocked by Matty Cash and eventually comes off Dorgu and goes behind for a Villa goal kick. And, well, it's games like this where I really would like a co-commentator, because it's always good to have a second opinion on a game like this. It has started off with such end-to-end excitement. Russ, my producer and presenter, Russ, has said he didn't feel that was a foul by Matty Cash. It does look like he won the ball from that second camera angle, Russ. But it was a late decision by Oliver in any case. Here come Villa now, just coming out of their own half. Ball is played forward there towards Morgan Rogers. A rare lapse of concentration by Morgan Rogers. It bounces back and Onana has to put the ball out of play for a throw-in to Manchester United. Throw-in taken quickly. Here is Mason Mount. Drops the ball back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now. Back to Mason Mount. Manuel Ugarte. Lenny Oro. Back to Aidan Heaven inside his own half. Forward there to Cunha. It's back with Luke Shaw. Cunha to Dorgu. Back to Luke Shaw. Cunha again. Manchester United just slowing the game down right now. Just to perhaps see if they can create something. Just some possession football really by Manchester United. Dorgu there. Long ball over the top, looking for Benjamin Sesko. It almost breaks loose for the Slovenian international, but Ian Maatsen just picks up the ball and comes away with it. Maatsen now under pressure from Diogo Dalla. Drops the ball back to the goalkeeper. He releases it quickly to Yuri Tielemans. And Villa now coming forward. Boubacar Kamara, long ball over onto the far side to Rogers. Here's Ian Maatsen, poor touch by Maatsen, but he keeps possession. Maatsen now, long ball over, looking for John McGinn, super ball there. McGinn tries to lift the ball over the head of Dorgu to Cash, but it's cleared away by Luke Shaw. Back into the Villa half of the field. Picked up here by Boubacar Kamara. Down the right-hand side to Matty Cash. Back to Kamara, he drops the ball back into his own half of the field to Ezri Konsa. Picked up here by Victor Lindelof, former Manchester United player, of course. And here is Konsa again. Back to John McGinn. Manchester United pressing Villa back here. This is good defensive work by Manchester United, pushing Villa back into their own half. Villa still have possession. It's Victor Lindelof. Across there to Konsa again. Back to Lindelof. Forward there to Morgan Rogers. Here's Amadou Onana. Onana back to Konsa as Villa trying to get out of their own half here. It's a long ball over the top there for Rogers. That's a superb pass, but Rogers is in an offside position. And that really was a superb ball over the top to Morgan Rogers. And luckily for him, he's in an offside position. And a free kick to Manchester United just outside their own penalty area, which the goalkeeper Lemens will take, Semi Lemens. 23 years old, Belgian prodigy. He's going to launch this ball downfield. Almost 20 minutes gone here at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0. And it's picked up there by Benjamin Sesko, but there is a foul by Mason Mount on Ian Maatsen, and it's going to be a free kick to Aston Villa. And they are, I was just wondering whether Maatsen was going to take it, but I think he's going to leave it to Martinez. It's on the line of the 18-yard box down the left-hand side. There's Victor Lindelof. Sure would he like to pop one over on his old team. Here's Esri Konsa to Boubacar Kamara, under pressure there from Cunha. Good turn by Kamara, and he goes for the long ball there, looking for Ollie Watkins. It's headed out by Aidan Heaven, but Villa still have possession here. Maatsen gives the ball to Morgan Rogers, looking for Ollie Watkins, but there's Aidan Heaven again. Superb defending by the young Manchester United centre-back. He goes over the halfway line, and the pass is not quite so good. He puts that ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. He was looking for Lenny Yoro there, but the pass was a bit wayward. It's a throw-in to Aston Villa, which Ian Maatsen, the former Burnley loanee, will take. And it's nipped in there and won back by Manuel Ugarte. He gives the ball to Bruno Fernandes, plays the ball forward. It might be a break loose now for Sesko. Oh, super save! Super save by Emiliano Martinez on Benjamin Sesko. The Villa defence didn't deal with that. It's Bruno Fernandes was in the middle of that one. Long ball over the top. It wasn't dealt with by Lindelof, and it should have been, but that left an opening for Sesko. And Emiliano Martinez bails Lindelof out with his legs there. A super save. Both sides, both having good chances now. The throw-in is taken quickly, and it's plucked out of the air by Emiliano Martinez. And, well, it's cleared downfield by Martinez. And the header won by Aidan Heaven again. Lenny Yoro just clearing this one. And out of play for a throw-in to Manchester United. But wow, both sides having chances early on in this game. And well, despite there being no goals so far, I have to say it's been a pretty exciting match to watch. Diogo Dalla flicks that ball on. Oh, here's Cunha now. He's got Patrick Dorgo overlapping, but here's a chance for Sesko round the goalkeeper, but he's just put it too far. Oh, that was an opportunity for Benjamin Sesko. He rounded the goalkeeper, but the ball was just pushed too far. In the end, he was fortunate to knock the ball out of play for a throw-in rather than give up the goal kick. It was a brilliant move by Manchester United. Cunha, look at this slide rule pass. That was absolutely superb. And, well, round the goalkeeper went Sesko, but he just got too much on it. And what you're seeing there, really, that was all about the pass from Cunha. Absolutely superb. And Sesko not able to take advantage of it. It's a bit too much weight on him going round the goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes just passing on some encouragement to Sesko as we wait for the goal kick to be taken. Bruno Fernandes key really to the Manchester United midfield. I mean, you can compare the two midfielding teams here. You can see that Bruno Fernandes has been super important to that midfield with basically 817 completed passes, 78.8% ratio on the passing accuracy, and he has been absolutely superb for Manchester United this season. And of course there was a lot of drama surrounding recently whether or not he might be sold, and Bruno Fernandes expressed his discontent at that, and that he's happy at Manchester United, and Manchester United can ill afford to be without Bruno Fernandes at this time, as Emiliano Martinez is just being looked at by the physio. He's just coming back from injury, picked up a back injury, did Martinez, and he does look in some discomfort there. We'll just wait and see whether there's going to be any changes in the goalkeeping department. Villa will hope not. Emiliano Martinez has been a staple to this Villa team that has helped get them in the position that they're in. And you can see a worried look on Unai Emery's face there He can ill afford to be without Emiliano Martinez, but we'll wait and see what the physios have say. So far, it may not be too bad. The Villa backup goalkeeper is not warming up. And the Villa backup goalkeeper today is Marco Bizzat. He's not warming up. So I assume the physios are in communication with the manager that Martinez will be okay. And they're just clearing a couple of things up with him. He's not sure. Martinez now looks a little unsure why they're even out here. And McGinn is confused. Onana is confused. And now finally Bizzat is warming up. I'm not sure that Martinez will want to be taken off here, but there is starting to look some element of doubt about this. Bizzat furiously warming up on the far side. But it looks like, yes, it looks like it's difficult to say actually. Bizzat warming up. Martinez still not taking the goal kick as of yet. The physio's still leaving the field and they're talking to the coaching staff about it. Finally, we're able to carry on. So Martinez will continue for the time being. Matty Cash now just clears the ball out of play for a throw into Manchester United. And Emiliano Martinez, he looks okay. He seems to be moving fairly freely. I'm not sure why they would want to replace him. Bizzat's still warming up, but it looks to me like Martinez looks okay. Here's Aidan Heaven, gives the ball to Luke Shaw. Just inside his own half of the field, down the left-hand side. Luke Shaw tries to play the ball infield there to Manuel Ugarte. The ball bounces off Matty Cash, goes back to Luke Shaw. He gives the ball to Aidan Heaven, back to the goalkeeper, Lamens. And Shaw gets the ball back now, down the left-hand side, inside his own half of the field. And here's Manuel Ugarte now for Manchester United. Manchester United keeping possession with Bruno Fernandes. He goes long, Fernandes. Sesko in an offside position, surely. But it's taken by the Villa defender, Victor Lindelof, dealing with that one a little bit better this time. Plays the ball forward to Morgan Rogers. Back there to Ian Maatsen. Maatsen's clearance only finds Bruno Fernandes. And Manchester United storming forward now with Diogo Dalla. Here's Manuel Ugarte. Luke Shaw. Manchester United just happy to keep possession at the moment. Game slowed down a little bit. It's a long ball over the top looking for Diogo Dalla. It's a superb ball to the Portuguese man. And here is Cunha. Cunha plays the ball through there to Bruno Fernandes, who was looking to slide it through to Sesko. Villa reading that very well and can come away now with John McGinn. And here's Boubacar Kamara. Kamara forward to Tielemans, and there is a free kick for the foul on Tielemans by Manuel Ugarte. Second one of the day for him. Into the back there of Tielemans. No real attempt to win the ball, just clattering into the back of him. Tielemans gets back onto his feet. He looks in a little bit of discomfort, but he's okay. Bizzat's still warming up over there on the far side. So there must be some element of concern. They may want to look over Emiliano Martinez at half-time. It's a long ball over the top there by Boubacar Kamara. But it's through to the goalkeeper, Lamens, and Manchester United can come away with the ball now. Here's Ugarte. Good ball forward to Mason Mount. Mount turns away there from Amadou Onana. Good play by Mount. It's now with Luke Shaw storming forward. He's got Patrick Dorgu down the left-hand side. Luke Shaw pulls the ball back and plays it to Fernandes. Fernandes does give the ball to Dorgu. Dorgu back to Luke Shaw. It's midway inside the Villa half of the field as Manuel Ugarte. Well, I'm not sure what he was doing there. I think he was kind of looking for a pass. Maybe got caught between making the decision for the pass to Dalot or Sesko. In the end, it just goes aimlessly wide for a goal kick to Aston Villa as we hit the half-hour mark here at Villa Park. It's still 0-0. Cleared downfield. Picked up though by Manuel Agate. Agate gives the ball back to Luke Shaw. Shaw plays the ball forward to Mateus Cunha. It's a good ball by Cunha looking for Dorgu, but Matty Cash wins that, but he's not able to keep the ball from going out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Manchester United. Getting quickly, here's Bruno Fernandes. Drops the ball back to Heaven. Good turn there by Manuel Agate. Sold Tielemans a dummy, but the ball forward to Mason Mount is not great, and now Villa can come forward. McGinn has been dispossessed, and here is Mateus Cunha. He's being held there by Kamara. The referee says play on. Here's Diogo Dalla, gives the ball to Fernandes. Fernandes to Mount. Mount back to Dallo. Dallo swings the ball in, and out comes Emiliano Martinez. Claims that ball comfortably. And it's dropped at the feet of Ezri Konsa. Goes back to the goalkeeper and releases it to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof to Ian Matson. Ball played forward there, flicked on by Morgan Rogers, and Villa keep possession with Boubacar Kamara to John McGinn now in the Manchester United half. McGinn trying to find Ollie Watkins, but that's dealt with very, very well by Luke Shaw there, and he gets the ball back off Dorgu. Dorgu clears the ball downfield, but it's only into the Aston Villa half of the field. No Manchester United players there. And here's Ezri Konsa now. Konsa, quick 1-2 with Kamara, and finally back to Martinez. We've got a comment in the comment section. Joe Smoke, great stuff, Paul. Thanks very much, Joe. Hope you're keeping well, by the way. Ball downfield is long and picked up there by Ollie Watkins. It's out wide there by Tielemans to Morgan Rogers. Villa coming forward now. Rogers, bit of space, gets a shot away, but it's a weak, tame effort, and it just rolls through comfortably to Semi Lamens in the Manchester United goal. You can see here it was a great build-up play by Aston Villa, and a great run by Morgan Rogers. It's a pity about the finish, and it's gives credence when I'm watching Aston Villa today to just how good they've been this season, and especially over these last 8 games. They look a real threat going forward. Here's Aidan Heaven. And it's Luke Shaw now for Manchester United. And Heaven again. And it's picked up here by Bruno Fernandes. He's just put his foot on the ball for a moment. And it's out wide there now to Diogo Dalla. Diogo Dalla, long ball into the middle. It's just a bit too high. Dorgu rescues the situation on the left-hand side. Dorgu is just under pressure here by Matty Cash, who releases it to Cunha. Quick 1-2. Cunha gives the ball away. And now Aston Villa can perhaps break away. Kamara has given the ball away. It's giving it to Cunha. Cunha with a shot. Super save by Martinez. That was a great effort by the Brazilian Cunha. All of about 30 yards out, forcing a great save from Martinez. Here's Dorgu now for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes lifts the ball in. The header away wasn't great by Lindelof. And Matson will have to clear up at the back here. He launches the ball downfield, but it's picked up by Aidan Heaven, who releases the ball to Fernandes. Here's Manuel Agate. Quick 1-2 with Mason Mount. Agate again. Of course, he'll be representing Uruguay in the World Cup. And here's Cunha, who will almost certainly be representing Brazil. Cunha drops the ball back there to Luke Shaw, to Patrick Dorgu. Ball won back there again by Cunha. That's good play by him. Here's Manuel Agate. Agate, good ball by Lenny Yoro, out wide to Diogo Dalla. Back to, just trying to see who that is over on the far side. I think that's Lenny Yoro actually. And picked up here by Agate, gives the ball to Luke Shaw. Out wide to Dorgu. Dorgu tries to get to the byline. It's a long cross to the back post. Picked up by Dallo. Oh, his first touch wasn't great, and Ian Matson gets the opportunity to clear that ball long downfield to Ollie Watkins. Watkins under pressure there by Aidan Heaven, and Manchester United do win the ball back. And it's Bruno Fernandes getting United started again. Here's Cunha. Edge of the area. Cunha tries to get the cross in looking for Sesko, but it's over the head of the Slovenian and chested back to the goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. And once again, Villa coming close. Well, say what you like about Manchester United. They have played the start of this game very, very well. And I just have a technical issue right now, so just bear with me. Right. Just have a bit of a technical issue just for a moment here, just 1 second. Right. Okay. There we go, we're back. Here's John McGinn. You haven't missed much. Here's John McGinn. Picks up the ball here, delivers the ball there to Tielemans with the effort, and it just goes wide. It's good effort there by Tielemans. You can see McGinn here just has a lot of time and space towards that Manchester United penalty area. The shot by Tielemans was not the greatest, but you have to say that Manchester United's defence does leave a little bit to be desired. Aidan Heaven performing admirably at the back for Manchester United, but there's a lot of space back there. And here is Amadou Onana, gives the ball again to Tielemans. Tielemans under pressure, is dispossessed. Bruno Fernandes trying to get the ball away for Manchester United. He's got Amadou Onana surrounding him. Onana challenges Fernandes, and the referee has given a free kick. Just shaking hands with Michael Oliver there. No complaints from Onana. You can see here it's just a late challenge by Onana is really all it is. It's from behind, so at that point I don't know if he really wins the ball. We'll get a better view at this angle. He doesn't, not before taking the leg. So that's a free kick to Manchester United. And former Villa manager John Gregory in the crowd there. Was the manager here when Villa were quite successful in the Premier League. And here's Villa now again with the ball. It's a good challenge by Manuel Ugarte. Been impressive today for Manchester United as well. Throw in here to be taken by Ian Matson. We've got about 6 minutes to go till half-time plus stoppage time. There might be a few minutes given on for Martinez's injury. It's back with Lamens now for Manchester United. He's going to clear the ball downfield. Over the halfway line, up in the air, flicking that one on is Sesko. But it's won comfortably there by Konsa. And it's with Matty Cash. Matty Cash just gives the ball there straight to Bruno Fernandes. And Fernandes has pulled up, and this is bad news for Manchester United. Fernandes has just pulled up, and he's clutching his hamstring there. Luke Shaw going over to check that everything is okay. But Bruno Fernandes just abruptly pulled up there. And this could be bad news for Manchester United, because they can ill afford to be without Fernandes for any real length of time. But he is stretching his leg there. Ruben Amorim on the far side got a worried look on his face. So far he's not signalled to the bench that he needs to come off Fernandes. But two key players for a key player for either side really that has picked up potential injuries here. Fernandes will probably try to make it to half time and they'll reassess him then. Here's Aidan Heaven, gives the ball to Yoro. Back to Heaven again. Good ball across to Luke Shaw. Back to the goalkeeper. Lemens releases the ball to Lenny Yoro, French international. Lenny Yoro goes long, he slips as he does, but he's managed to find Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu drops the ball back to Mateus Cunha. Cunha holds the ball up well. And taken into his own half, he gives the ball to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now to Manuel Agate, just inside his own half. Across to Lenny Yoro. Yoro looking for the ball over the top to Diogo Dalla. That's a super ball. Dalla checks inside, gets the cross in, and there's Sesko. Oh, just getting there first is Emiliano Martinez. Gets a good punch on that. Here's Cunha again now for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes plays the ball short to Dorgu. Back to Cunha. Cunha again, trying to skip inside that Villa defence, but it's cleared away. Only as far as Luke Shaw. Manchester United pressuring now. Here's Fernandes. Fernandes over the top there to Mason Mount. Back to Cunha. Cunha inside the penalty area. Can he get the cross in? Plays the ball back to Mount. It's back to Fernandes. Fernandes with a shot. Takes the deflection and it's just wide. And it looks like it deflected off the former Manchester United defender, Victor Lindelof, and it goes wide, but Bruno Fernandes lining up the shot there. Just stepped away from Boubacar Kamara, struck that shot. Looks like actually the ball came off Konsa was the final touch, but it does, Fernandes is signalling to the bench that he may need to come off. He's obviously not right. We'll see what happens here. We've only got a few minutes to go until half-time, but you can see he's moving with a great deal of discomfort if you're watching the pictures at home. It's a fourth corner to Aston Villa. To Manchester United. Mason Mount crossed in their first corner, in fact. And it's out of play. It's a poor corner, in fact, by Mount. Goes over everybody's head. As we look again, Martinez is actually being held and he's also holding Yoro. So it's just going to be a free kick, I think, at this point. Bruno Fernandes just talking to the referee. He does look in he's limping there. He's moving very, very gingerly. And it's going to be a free kick here a goal kick rather to Manchester United, as Bruno Fernandes trying to signal. There's substitutes frantically warming up for Manchester United right now. You can see Joshua Zirkzee over there is one of them. Manchester United basically have a lot of players on their bench, though, that are very, very young, that have really never started a Premier League game for Manchester United. Ball is downfield, flicked on there by Ollie Watkins, and Lenny Yoro will just chase this ball back and gives it to Lemens, who clears the ball downfield for Manchester United. Won comfortably there by Victor Lindelof, but Manchester United gain possession back but give it up. And now Matty Cash takes it back towards his own goal. Gives the ball to Lindelof. Lindelof is just going to go back to Martinez. Martinez left-footed downfield. The header won there by Lenny Yoro. Mason Mount was taken down there. No free kick, says the referee. And here's John McGinn now for Aston Villa. McGinn, that's a super ball to Rodgers. Rodgers just not able, he was able to keep the ball in play. He did very well, Morgan Rodgers. Checks inside now. And a shot by Rodgers. Oh, I say that is magnificent. Villa are in front, and it's Morgan Rodgers who made it just look so easy. He gives Aston Villa the lead in the last minute before the end of the half. And it's Morgan Rodgers with his fifth goal of the season for Aston Villa. And that really is a superb finish. Left the goalkeeper rooted to the spot. And, it started with an excellent ball from John McGinn. And Morgan Rodgers' first touch wasn't the best. It almost went out of play. But he kept the ball played very, very well. He checks inside from the left-hand side to the corner of the penalty area and strikes that shot. curls it past Villans into the top left-hand corner. Wherever you get your videos from or your Premier League highlights from, just watch that goal. It was a super finish from Morgan Rogers. And Manchester United are behind. We've got 4 minutes of stoppage time. We're just looking at it from the ref cam. And I have to say, Manchester United's defending, despite the quality and finish of that goal, Manchester United's defending there leaving much to be desired. Well, we've already played a minute of the stoppage time. It's a terrible time for Manchester United to concede. Here's Dorgu, though, for Manchester United. Checks inside, Dorgu tries to get the cross in. It deflects off Ezri Konsa and goes behind for a corner. Well, Manchester United, how are they going to come back from this? We'll wait and see. Morgan Rogers, the goal scorer, Bruno Fernandes, has gone over to take the corner. And not exactly inside the quadrant, but nobody's going to pull him up on it. Here is the corner to be swung in. Now Manchester United have got players in there. And the cross towards the back post, and Martinez just plucks it out the air like it's meat and drink. Good work by the Villa goalkeeper. And it's cleared away. He's already had to make a couple of decent saves in this first half. Here's Ezri Konsa, nice back heel there. Manages to find Matty Cash. It's Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 0. Couple of minutes to go until the break. And at the break, Russ will bring you the scores from yesterday's games. And there is a Premier League game tomorrow, of course. Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. Sean Dyche's Nottingham Forest hoping... Oh, the giveaway there to Matheus Cunha! Cunha has scored! It's 1-1! A terrible giveaway. He celebrates in front of the Holt end at Aston Villa. And they're none too pleased, but it's a terrible giveaway by Matty Cash. Gave the ball away to Cunha. That was a dreadful error by the Polish international. And Matheus Cunha has got Manchester United level just before the half-time break. And this pass by Matty Cash is very, very sloppy. And, well, I don't know if it actually came off Patrick Dorgu, to be honest, or whether he was just dispossessed. We'll get a closer look at it here now. But he was put under pressure and he gave the ball to Matheus Cunha. And, well, Matheus Cunha just beats the goalkeeper to his left-hand side. No chance really there for Martinez. And Manchester United handed an equaliser courtesy of Matty Cash. Well, we may play a little bit over 4 minutes, and just because of the 2 goals. 1-1 we are right now, and Manchester United are level. And here is Boubacar Kamara. Kamara gives the ball to Cash. Cross to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof to Onana, back to Lindelof again. We've played the 4 minutes now. We're just playing whatever time Michael Oliver feels he needs to add on for perhaps the 2 goals. Here is Aidan Heaven. Gets just a quick 1-2 there with Luke Shaw. It's Heaven again to Yoro. Yoro goes back to Villans. And here's Shaw across to Yoro. Manchester United now, I think, are just managing this first half. It's a good ball there by Diogo Dalot over the halfway line, but that's it. That's the half-time whistle. It's Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 1. Goals on 45 minutes by Morgan Rogers, but 2 minutes into stoppage time, a bad pass by Matty Cash allows Matheus Cunha to nip in and get the equaliser. Half-time at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 1. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you very much there, Paul James. Excellent first half coverage as Manchester United and Aston Villa end the first half all square at 1 apiece, thanks to a gift from Marikash allowing Mateus Cunha to equalise after Morgan Rogers superbly put the hosts into the lead at Villa Park. Big welcome back to everybody who's tuned in today. Big up to Joe Smoke as well. Hopefully you're doing okay, Joe. Hopefully with Christmas around the corner, hopefully you have a good one, my friend, as well. Well then, we're going to take a look at the half-time score, the scores from the matches so far from this weekend, which we'll bring to you right now as we bring you the scores from the Premier League this weekend. We'll also bring you Championship, League One and League Two as well. We'll start off with the Premier League there on the screen right now. Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1, Brighton 0, Sunderland 0, Man City 3, West Ham 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Brentford 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Liverpool 2, Everton 0, Arsenal 1, Leeds United 4, Crystal Palace 1. And as half time in this game, as you can see, which is live on the TCM, it is Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 1. As Paul alluded to, Fulham against Nottingham Forest, Monday night at 8 o'clock is the game there. Let's go into the Championship then. Friday night, Swansea City 2, Wrexham 1. On Saturday afternoon, it was Blackburn Rovers 2, Millwall 0. Preston North End 1, Norwich City 1. Southampton 1, Coventry City 1. Bristol City 2, Middlesbrough 0. Charlton Athletic 1, Oxford United 0. Excuse me. Derby County 1, Portsmouth 1. Hull City 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. Ipswich Town 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. QPR 4, Leicester City 1. Sheffield United 3, Birmingham City 0. Watford 1, Stoke City 0. Let's look at League One. Thursday evening was Reading 3, Luton Town 2. Friday evening was Northampton Town 3, AVFC Wimbledon 1. On Saturday afternoon it was Stevenage 2, Burton Albion 2. Wigan Athletic 0, Blackpool 2. Youngster Rovers 1, Plymouth Argyle 5. Exeter City 3, Barnsley 0. Leyton Orient 2, Bradford City 1. Lincoln City 2, Cardiff City 1. Excuse me. Mansfield Town 1, Stockport County 2. Continuing then in League 1. Port Vale 0, Peterborough United 1. Rotherham United 1, Huddersfield Town 3. Wycombe Wanderers 2, Bolton Wanderers 1. Into League 2. On Friday night it was Barrow 1, Cheltenham Town 2. Cambridge 2, Accrington Stanley 0. Alexandra 1, Bristol Rovers 1. Bromley 2, Grimsby Town 0. Notts County 0, Walsall 0. Barnet 1, Salford City 3. Colchester United 4, Newport County 1. Fleetwood Town 2, Gillingham 1. Harrogate Town 0, Milton Keynes Dons 4. Oldham Athletic 3, Tranmere Rovers 1. Shrewsbury Town 0, Chesterfield 1. And Swindon Town 1, Crawley Town 0. All the scores from England from the matches thus far this weekend. There's the Premier League scores again there. Well then, half time here at Villa Park is Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 1. 9 degrees at Villa Park, feels like 7. Wind 9 miles per hour northeasterly, and the wind gust is 14 miles per hour as well. As we'll take a quick break now. Excuse me. We'll be back in plenty of time for the start of our second half coverage. Join us shortly. Welcome back to the Commentators coverage of the game between Aston Villa and Manchester United, with the second half almost ready to get underway very, very shortly. Just before we do get the thoughts of Paul James, it's half time. I just want to say our next live offering comes from Old Trafford on Boxing Day, Friday, December the 26th. Kick off at 8 o'clock. The only Premier League encounter that day is Manchester United against Newcastle United. Make sure you join us for that one. That should be a cracking game at Old Trafford there. With other cracking games so far, it's taking place here at Villa Park, where Aston Villa are drawing one apiece with Manchester United. And Paul, I just want to bring you in, my friend. And what a fantastic goal by Morgan Rogers. And you've seen him time and time again do that kind of goal this season. But why did Manchester United let him have space when we've seen that kind of goal majority of the season from Rogers?
Well, Manchester United's defending has not been at its best, has it? All season, if we're being honest. I think Aidan Heaven has been very solid today. Luke Shaw. But the space that the three centre-backs are leaving, Diogo Dalot's not getting back enough. He's supposed to be a wing-back. He's not getting back enough. And the space that Morgan Rogers had on that side really was far too much. I mean, the finish was exquisite. It was a quality goal, but the defenders that were back, no one closed him down. And
that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised, Paul, with that, because we've seen him do that type of goal time and time again. Why would no one closing him down there?
I'm not sure. The only thing I can say is that it's just poor defending. It's badly organised. They weren't communicating one with another, obviously, and they paid the price for it. Equally did bad defensive play at the other end. Matty Cash giving the ball away to Mateus Cunha. So we've seen a couple of errors in this first half that have cost each of the teams. I think 1-1 at half-time is a fairly accurate reflection, to be honest.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think 1-1 would probably be a fair reflection on the game as a whole so far, especially when you look at it with both teams guilty of giving ball away and build up to each goal. But other than that, both teams have been, let's just say, very, very poor defensively when the opposition have got the ball. There was that chance where when Martinez went down, poor mistake. Sesko, if he just lifted it over Martinez as he was coming out, it would have probably been, Man United would have probably scored before Rodgers' goal had even come around. So there's a bit of lack of concentration potentially in front to go from Sesko. What have you made to Sesko's performance today for Manchester United, folks? For me, he probably should have dinked that everywhere. He took it around him and then he went badly wrong for Manchester United with that incident there.
Yeah, I mean, well, Sesko, I think it's been a threat. He's had chances. I think he's one of, from what I've seen of him, he seems to be one of these forwards that is more of a sniper in the box. He's not like a forward that beats players, creates his own chances. He's almost in the Chris Wood mould, if you will. He's very dangerous when he gets the ball, and he usually puts his chances away. I don't think we've seen it all of Benjamin Sesko yet. He's going to take time to get settled in the Premier League, but I think when he does, it's going to be very impressive.
Yeah, speaking about another striker in this game, from this time from Aston Villa, and Ollie Watkins, yet to really get into the game, yet to really show his quality, especially in that first half. You probably want to see a little bit more from him in the attacking sense for Aston Villa in the second half, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, he's been marked tightly by Aidan Heaven, making it very difficult for Ollie Watkins. But of course, that has freed up space for the likes of Morgan Rogers. So sometimes, by being marked out the game, he's doing something positive because he's distracting Manchester United's defence.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Yes, and I can just see on my monitor in front of us here that Alessandro Martinez going through a bit of a warm-up before potentially coming on at half-time for Manchester United. Interesting to see who he replaces, which we'll find out very, very shortly, Paul. So, interesting to see. Are you surprised with that one?
No, not really. I suspect, given the defending for that goal, they could use somebody like Alessandro Martinez. I'm interested to see who the substitute is, however. I can only think it can be Lenny Yoro. But we'll
that's what I'm thinking, Paul, because you can't really see them potentially taking off Fernandes and fetching on another defender, really. Could you, with Man United wanting to get more goals? You'd think it would be a midfielder for him if it were to be the case. But let's see if it is going to be coming off and be replaced by Martinez in the company of Paul James.
Thanks very much, Ross. Yes, welcome back, everybody. We're just waiting to see who the substitute is for Alessandro Martinez. Let's take a look. We're waiting for the official's notification. As of yet, it is not coming. So we are just waiting to see who that is. I've not received any news as to who it might be. I can only see it being. I can only see it being Lenny Yoro, possibly Luke Shaw, but I think it'd be very strange if it was Aidan Hazard. If it was Aidan Heaven. Now, the Villa team are still in the tunnel. They're coming out now. Martinez is coming out, so he seems to be fine. Not sure yet on the status of Bruno Fernandes, so we'll see. we'll see what's coming up, because Bruno Fernandes was in a great deal of discomfort at the end of the first half. So we'll be checking that out in a moment. Here come the Villa team now. A little bit later out into this second half as they bypass the European Cup there on display. Ross is saying he's hearing it will be Fernandes. Now that's an interesting one, unless they're wanting Martinez to play in the midfield, and he has done that before, incidentally. So it's not too strange, and indeed it is Bruno Fernandes. So Fernandes goes off, obviously with the injury he had at the end of the first half. Coming on is Lisandro Martinez, and that's the only change from either side at half-time that we can make note of. Joshua Zirkzee still waiting in the wings. We may see him today. But Lisandro Martinez stepping up into midfield. I don't think really, in terms of what they have in midfield on the bench, there wasn't really any other option, really, if it was going to be Bruno Fernandes. Second half is underway now. Aston Villa kicking the game off, attacking the whole end in the second half. That is the goal on our left. And it's back now with Konsa. He gives the ball there to Lindelof. Lindelof drops the ball back to Ian Maatsen. Maatsen will go back to the goalkeeper. Here's Konsa. Konsa just holding the ball up, gives it to Matty Cash. Cash plays the ball forward, but only as far as Lisandro Martinez. And Martinez tries to play the ball forward to Mount, but it's won back there by Victor Lindelof, who gives it back to the goalkeeper. Played downfield, header won by Lenny Yoro. Manchester United trying to get possession, but it is Ian Maatsen. Plays the ball long over the top, looking for Ollie Watkins. Amadou Onana just gets a foot on it, but he needed help there to get that ball back to the Amadou Onana. It was headed back to the goalkeeper. And Bruno Fernandes is now just going to the bench. Still appears to be clutching the back of that hamstring, and that does not look good for Manchester United. And here's Yuri Tielemans. Onana. Lindelof. Lindelof is midway inside his own half of the field. He's just looking for options. This game is almost at a walk pace now. Lindelof just plays the ball short there to Ian Maatsen. And Maatsen goes back to Emiliano Martinez. As Villa, are they going to build up from the back, or is Martinez going to clear this down long field? He does, but it's won by Lenny Yoro there. Yoro back to Martinez. Martinez forward. Oh, the two Manchester United players there, which was Sesko and Cunha, both did a dummy and gave the ball away as a consequence. Here's Matty Cash. Plays the ball forward. Picked up here by picked up here by John McGinn. McGinn back to Lindelof. And here's Ezri Konsa. Konsa just holds the ball up. Still doing well there, Konsa. Just drops the ball back now to Lindelof again. He gives the ball to Onana. And compared to the fast-paced start of this game, the second half is at a walking pace. Here's Diogo Dalot, who nips in and wins that ball back. Here's Mason Mount. Back to Dalot. Dalot just drops the ball back here to Lenny Yoro. Yoro gives the ball back to Aidan Heaven, who releases it to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez just operating ahead of the three defenders by the looks of it. And here is Yoro. Here's Diogo Dalot. Back to Yoro. Martinez. Here's Mason Mount. As Villa have got 9 men behind the ball and only 1 near the halfway line, making it very difficult for Manchester United. Here's Mason Mount now. Maybe a bit of space for Mason Mount. Oh, nothing on the far side there is Diogo Dalla. Mount gets the cross in. Oh, it just escapes Benjamin Sesko, and it's just kept in play and over on the far side. But that was really good play by Manchester United. Mason Mount with a burst of speed plays the ball in. Sesko so close. You can see it here. He's sliding in there, Sesko. Oh, he was about an inch away from that. And, well, Manchester United coming close at the start of the second half. It's now back with Martinez, who clears the ball downfield. Headed down there and trying to win that is Lisandro Martinez. Here is Tielemans. Tielemans goes down under the challenge of Luke Shaw, and it's going to be a free kick for Aston Villa. We've had almost 5 minutes gone at the start of this second half. Matty Cash trying to skip away there from Agate. Agate's challenge there. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. And Matty Cash throwing short to Chris Kamara. Why did I say Chris Kamara there? Oh, no, that was... Never mind. Play goes on. Here is John McGinn now for Villa. John McGinn picks up the ball to Amadou Onana. And Ian Matson. And back to Boubacar Kamara. And here's John McGinn. Picked up here by Ezri Konsa. Kamara. Quick 1-2 passing. Here's a chance for Matty Cash. Cash gets a shot away. It's blocked. Back to Onana. And a quick 1-2 there. And here's Ian Matson inside the penalty area, surrounded by Manchester United players. And he gets mugged of the ball there. And finally, Diogo Dalla picks up the ball. And here's Mason Mount going down under the challenge there of Tielemans. Play goes on. Played back by Cash there to John McGinn. And now Mason Mount has it. To Luke Shaw. Mason Mount again. Shaw. Yoro. Martinez. And here's Luke Shaw. Oh, it's a poor giveaway there. And now Aston Villa have the ball again. Onana choosing not to go on the break. Instead, he goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Not really sure why he did that. It'd have been better just breaking out, I think. Goes back to Martinez again because it's really just inviting more pressure here. Here's Ian Matson. Matson tries to turn away, but he's given the ball away. And Sesko tries to get the cross in. And Diogo Dalla is trying to encourage the visiting supporters. And Lindelof has to put that ball out. And it's going to be corner here. And players gathering in the box here. Heavens in there. Yoro's in there. Sesko, of course. Lisandro Martinez. Dalla. Going over to take the corner is Luke Shaw. Shaw just making sure that he's got the ball in the right place and not stealing yards. Shaw now is going to swing this one in. Let's see what Manchester United can do from it. Goes towards the back post. It's headed up in the air, but not far enough away. It's Luke Shaw again. Crosses the ball in. It's headed out to the edge of the area to Mason Mount with a shot. And it's just wide. And, well, Manchester United coming close. The header out in the end really wasn't the best. Didn't get enough distance on it. It was headed out by Rodgers there to Mason Mount, and his shot was just wide. It's now back with it's now Martinez who takes the goal kick quickly. Villa now on the break with John McGinn. McGinn drops the ball back there to Matty Cash. Cash just turns away there from Lenny Yoro and drops the ball back to Ezri Konsa. Konsa to Kamara. And over the halfway line. And tried to slide the ball through there to Ollie Watkins. A bit too much on it for Watkins there. And it goes through to the goalkeeper. And it's back with Villans now. Villans gives the ball to Lisandro Martinez. He's played very, very well since come on. He's really steadied that Manchester United back line. And the ball is played forward there to Diogo Dalot. Dalot skipping inside now. He's got Maatsen alongside him. And Maatsen makes the challenge, but he's not able to keep the ball in play. And it's going to be a throw into Manchester United down the right-hand side, level with the Villa penalty area. And Mason Mount just trying to communicate with his midfield. Russ says he's hearing that Bruno Fernandes has got a suspected hamstring injury. Bad news that for Manchester United. Throw-in to be taken by Diogo Dalot. It's a long one. And I think Martinez wasn't sure whether to come for that or not. It's back to Dalot again. Swings the ball in. Headed out by Konsa. Here's here's Cunha. Tries to play a 1-2 with Mason Mount, but that didn't work. And Kamara's coming away with it, but he's giving the ball away to Martinez. Martinez with a shot. And it just goes wide. You can see Villa again giving the ball away here, this time through Kamara. And the shot testing his Argentine compatriot. And I would say Martinez, did he have that covered? Maybe not. The other side of the post, that might have beaten Martinez. It's cleared downfield. Header won there by Aidan Heaven. And picking up the ball here is Amadou Onana. Maatsen helping him along the way, but it's won back by Mason Mount. And in fact, there's a free kick for a foul on Yuri Tielemans. As we take a look at the goalkeepers, once again, you can see that Martinez really has got the superior numbers there. 0.75 goals against average. That is minuscule. 9 goals conceded in 12 games, 4 clean sheets, 1.5 goals against average for Villans. So it's a settled down period for him. Manchester United, I'm just wondering whether they made the right choice when they did have the opportunity to go for Emiliano Martinez. Perhaps it was the money at the end of the day. Lindelof gives the ball to Konsa. Played over the halfway line to John McGinn. Good ball by McGinn. Finds Tielemans again. Space now for Villa. Oh, it's just behind him there. And picked up on the far side here. Almost by the byline. It's Tielemans again. Tries to get the cross in. Breaks loose here for Rodgers. He's got time and space. Scores again! Rodgers! And once again, some very sloppy Manchester United defending. And Morgan Rodgers gets the goal. Villa take a 2-1 lead. And 57 minutes. Morgan Rodgers strikes again. And Manchester United did not learn from the first time. They once again stood off Morgan Rodgers inside the penalty area. And again, he curls it past Villans into the left side of the net. But looking at this again, first of all, it's picked up on the far side by Tielemans. Tielemans' cross is short. It breaks loose then to Morgan Rodgers, and they just didn't get anywhere near him. Lenny Yoro getting the closest, but the United defence far too slow to react. And you can see Luke Shaw's angry reaction, but he's as guilty. None of the Manchester United defence really closed down that attempt by Morgan Rodgers. And Aston Villa 2-1 to the good. And you can see what it means to Unai Emery as he takes his jacket off and throws it into the air. Second goal of the game for Morgan Rodgers. And now Manchester United coming forward, trying to look for an equaliser for the second time. The cross comes in, is blocked and bounces kindly for Emiliano Martinez. But Morgan Rodgers if he can put in this kind of performance for England in the World Cup, I'm sure all you England fans will be over the moon, because he is very capable. Good ball over on the far side to Dalot. Dalot checks back, going to have a shot himself. Good save by Martinez. Breaks loose to Dogo. It's good block this time by Matty Cash. Oh, redeeming from his earlier error. That was a superb piece of defensive work from Matty Cash. The ball came over to Diogo Dalot. Dalot hit the shot this time, really surprising Martinez a little bit. Martinez made the save, but he didn't get the ball away from the Manchester United attack. It went straight to Patrick Dorgu, but great defending by Matty Cash that time. Corner to Manchester United, swung in, and out of play, disappointing corner. Manchester United, well, how do they react to this? 2-1 down, no Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Amorim, excuse me, Ruben Amorim looking pretty worried there on the bench. And, well, Martinez clears the ball downfield. And dealing with this is Lenny Yoro, goes back to the goalkeeper. Cleared downfield there by Lemens. Onana under pressure here by Mason Mount, and it's a foul. And Mason Mount looking pretty frustrated there. That really was a challenge born out of frustration in my mind. The Villa fans, the whole 10 sings, and well it might. They lead Manchester United by 2-1. And if they can hang on to this, we'll continue to put pressure on Arsenal and Manchester City at the top of the table. The ball is played long. Lemens comes out and deals with this. And it's a throw-in to Aston Villa, which is going to be taken by Ian Matson. Got a Manchester United player down on the edge of the area. It looks like Aidan Heaven. He's just getting back onto his feet now. And throw-in is going to be taken on this left-hand side, level with the Manchester United penalty area. Short to Morgan Rogers again. Manchester United closing him down this time, and it's cleared away by Patrick Dorgu. And Mason Mount tries to control the ball. He does with his shoulder, the referee signalling shoulder, as Villa try to appeal for handball. And now that's a really good ball by Diogo Dalot. And across there now to Dorgu. Real chance for Manchester United. They swings the ball into the middle, but it's blocked by Konsa. And Matty Cash finally coming back. Gets the ball to Edwin Konsa. The clearance away isn't the best, but it's won by John McGinn. Goes down under the challenge of Luke Shaw. And it's going to be a free kick. You can see here, he goes down pretty easy there, does John McGinn, to be fair. There's not much in that for me, but free kick it is. And taking it over on the far side there quickly is Matty Cash. Gives it to Ezri Konsa. Kamara. Back to Cash. Cash goes long. Oh, his ball only finds Lisandro Martinez. Martinez plays the ball through to Sesko. Sesko flicks it on to Mason Mount. Mount has got possession in the Villa penalty area. Gives the ball back to Dalot. Dalot trying to cross the ball in there, but it's blocked. Coming up to help is Lenny Yoro. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Swings the ball in, looking for Dorgu. Dorgu tries to head the ball on. Out to the edge of the area to Ugarte. And now breaking away there is Amadou Onana. And Villa are over the halfway line here with John McGinn. Down that right-hand side, John McGinn making a run for it. Oh, he goes down under the challenge. And it's Cunha who has made that challenge and kept the ball from going for a corner. That's great play by Mateus Cunha. And we're going to take another look again at that in a moment. But that really was superb defending by really an excellent attacker. And to be honest with you, it makes me wonder why the Manchester United defence haven't been able to do that. Anyway, did he keep it out? No, it's in fact going to be a corner by the looks of it. So it wasn't kept out. And it's a corner to Aston Villa, which is going to be taken by Tielemans on the right-hand side. Tielemans, short there to Rodgers with a shot. It's blocked and cleared away there by Diogo Dalla in the end. Only as far as Matty Cash. We've crossed that hour mark now where managers start thinking about substitutions. And I do wonder what is running through the head of Ruben Amorim. He has to be looking at Joshua Zirkzee really as a possible option. Here's Ugarte. All won there by Amadou Onana, but the foul by Yuri Tielemans. And Manchester United. The foul by Tielemans. Manchester United get the free kick. Taken quickly. It's given to Lenny Yoro. 25 minutes to go. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Good ball to Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu now has got Matty Cash in front of him. Can he get to the byline? Dorgu goes short to Cunha. Cunha's pretty dangerous from this distance, and he gets a shot away. Martinez just watches it go by his left-hand post. But pretty dangerous shot there from Mateus Cunha. And boy, are Wolves missing him. Bottom of the league, Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2 points, only have 2 points. Could certainly have done with Mateus Cunha this season. It's back to Lemens. Lemens clears the ball forward, flicked on by McGinn. And McGinn picks up the ball again, good challenge. That's really good play by Patrick Dorgu. And Aidan Heaven loses the ball, and it's played forward. And now it's Ollie Watkins with a bit of space for the first time, and the referee has called it back. Offside against Ollie Watkins. Watkins, who has been tightly marked throughout this game. Thought he found a bit of space there, but yes, he just strayed into an offside position. And it's a free kick for Manchester United. Mason Mount. Lenny Yoro. Lisandro Martinez. Good ball out wide here. Good ball out wide here to Diogo Dalla. Here's Martinez. Back to Mason Mount. Mount going for the long ball over the top there to Dorgu. Dorgu gets the cross in, and there's a header! Oh, what a chance! What a chance for Mateus Cunha! Oh, he heads the ball just wide. That was the opportunity of a lifetime. Oh my goodness me, look at this. He's 7 yards out. He just has to hit the target. It's a free header, and he puts it wide. And he plants face first into the 6-yard box, but that's an opportunity for Manchester United, and they may not get another one as good as that. It's cleared away by Lindelof. How to play off a Manchester United player there. I think that was Manuel Ugarte, and it's a throw into Aston Villa. Long clearance. It's picked up, it's given away there to Boubacar Kamara. Kamara over the halfway line. He's fouled there by Manuel Ugarte, and the first yellow card of the game comes out. It is about the fourth foul by Manuel Ugarte, so I'm not surprised to see that he's picked up the yellow card there. Manuel Ugarte in the referee's notebook. And it's a free kick. Taken quickly. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. And back to Martinez. It's cleared downfield. Header one there by Aidan Heaven again. It's Lisandro Martinez just knocks the ball across there to Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu has given the ball away to McGinn though. And now Aston Villa coming forward, looking for a third. Here's Kamara. To McGinn again. McGinn just waiting for the overlapping. Instead he decides to go on his own. Can McGinn get the cross in? It's a good block by Dorgu. And Manchester United, last-ditch defending by Patrick Dorgu. And he looks frustrated at something. But with 21 minutes to go, Villa have another corner. They're 6-1 of the game, which John McGinn is going to take. And just trying to see where this ball is going to come in. It's going to come in from the right-hand side. John McGinn swings it in, and the header there by Dorgu. And it's picked up here by Tielemans, but there's a foul by Tielemans on Mateus Cunha. And it's going to be a free kick. And no substitutions from Villa so far. Only one by Manchester United, and that was enforced at half-time with Bruno Fernandes. As we just take a look at that chance again from Cunha. That really was a golden opportunity. The ball is cleared downfield and picked up. The ball is given away there to Sesko, and now Mason Mount. And there's a handball there. It's Villa just giving the ball. We're finally going to see Joshua Zirkzee. And there is another Manchester United player just preparing himself over there on the far side. So Zirkzee is going to come on. He'll be ready to come on at the next stoppage in play, I suspect. Here's Dorgu. Dorgu for Manchester United. Back to Cunha. Martinez. Good ball by Martinez here. Picks out Dalot. Oh, good ball there to Mount. He's swinging the ball into the box. But ball on that is Emiliano Martinez. And in the end, Manchester United squander another opportunity, really. And good work by the Manchester United goalkeeper. By the Aston Villa goalkeeper. And Ian Matson takes a boot there from Diogo Dalla, and Dalla is going to get the yellow card for dangerous play. And the yellow card issued to Diogo Dalla. It was a high challenge as well by Dalot. Let's take a look at it again. Bouncing up, he had every right to go for it, but it was careless with his feet. I think a yellow card's the right decision there. Yeah, it's careless by Dalot. Very, very reckless, really. But he didn't complain. And we'll see the two substitutes, perhaps an opportunity to bring them on now. It's number 38. So the other one is Jack Fletcher and Joshua Zirkzee. We're just going to see who's coming off. So Manuel Ugarte is coming off. And I suspect the other one could be Benjamin Sesko. Let's see. Xerxes on. So it's it's Benjamin Sesko. Okay, so Sesko, excuse me, Sesko and Manuel Ugarte are coming off. Excuse me, and Joshua Zirkzee and Jack Fletcher are coming on. So pretty much like for like there. Interesting to finally see Joshua Zirkzee. Will he have enough time to make an impact on this game? It's a long ball over the top. Straight back through to Lemens. It's a very, very tight game here at Villa Park. You can see Manchester United just trying to build up from the back, trying to create chances. Martinez has definitely given them that... Lisandro Martinez has definitely given them that extra outlet since he's been up. They've not been able to take the chances that have been afforded to them. Here's Lisandro Martinez again. Martinez plays the ball through to Mount. Mount just loses possession for a moment, but nipping in to win that ball is Cunha. And he's tripped by Lindelof, and Cunha is down, rolling around. He's caught him, okay. It's a free kick, of course it is, but... You know, he's rolling around like he's been, I don't know, I hate to see that. It's pathetic. You've won the free kick. Let's get on with the game. It's about 35 yards out. Matson and McGinn forming a two-man wall. Now one man. McGinn is the only one in there. Mason Mount over this one. It looks like he's probably going to cross this ball in. Villa just forming a line almost level with the penalty spot. It's swung in by Mount and it's over everybody's head and goes behind for a goal kick. Well, Villa now about to make their substitutions, and it's Luca Dean and Donyell Mallon that are coming on. No surprise to see Donyell Mallon coming on. He'll be on for Ollie Watkins, and Luca Dean will just get his a substitute for Luca Dean. Ollie Watkins, so it's been a frustrating afternoon for him. Been marked out the game, but that has led to opportunities for Morgan Gibbs Morgan Rogers, and Matson is the other one coming off. So it's Matson and Ollie Watkins for Luca Dean and Donyell Mallon. And that's the first dip into the substitutions for the Villa manager Unai Emery. Here's Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu plays the ball to Fletcher. Fletcher just runs the ball, gets the ball taken from him, and it's out of play for a Manchester United throw-in. And Diogo Dalla is going to go over and take it. We've got 15 minutes to go. And I've just given my producer my man of the match for today, which I'll be announcing later. And this is released by Martinez. Martinez just plays the ball short there to Cash. Cash now plays a good ball over to McGinn. McGinn now checks the ball inside to Morgan Rogers. Rogers tries to get to the byline. Great work by Rogers. Gets across it towards the back post. Headed on by Tielemans. And there is Mason Mount trying to clear the ball away. Joshua Zirkzee picks up the ball and he's fouled. It's going to be a free kick. And Manchester United will have an opportunity to break forward. So looking at the table now, if it stays the way it is, Manchester United are in 7th. Aston Villa are in 3rd on 36 points, 3 points behind the leaders Arsenal. And now here's Dorgu for Manchester United. Across to Mason Mount. Looking for some space to get the shot away. It's blocked. And now John McGinn trying to get away, but he runs the ball out of play and it's going to be a throw-in. Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1. 13 minutes to go in this one. Manchester United desperately looking for an equaliser. Here is Lenny Yoro. Yoro to Mason Mount. Back there to Aidan Heaven. Gives the ball to Victor Lindelof. Mount. And here's Diogo Dalla. Dalla almost gave the ball away there. Nipping in was Morgan Rogers, but it broke loose into the Manchester United half. Aidan Heaven goes back and gets the ball. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Picked up by Lenny Yoro. Heaven. Here's Martinez again. Lisandro Martinez plays the ball forward to Joshua Zirkzee. Laid off to Fletcher, but Fletcher is dispossessed. And a foul there, a late challenge by Boubacar Kamara. And Michael Oliver getting frustrated with Mateus Cunha rolling around and just tells him to get up. And he does. Surprise, surprise. Here is Lisandro Martinez. Dorgu. Always giving the ball away there. And here's Yuri Tielemans. Good ball by Tielemans there. Picks out John McGinn, but he goes down under the challenge. Fair challenge there by Luke Shaw. And the ball is played forward to Joshua Zirkzee as Manchester United looking for the equalising goal. Martinez manages to find Cunha. Cunha out wide to Dorgu. Can Dorgu get the cross in? He can, but it's blocked by Matty Cash. Good work by him. And it's a throw-in for Manchester United, and it's going to be Patrick Dorgu that's going to take it. Well, he's looking for options, but he's just going to leave it, in fact, for the number 2, Diogo Dalla, that's going to take it, in fact. So is he going to go for the long throw now? Hopefully trying to get Zirkzee on the end of it, or one of the other big men. It's flicked on there, and there's a claim for a handball. It's flicked on by Aidan Heaven, but it was put out of play. It's another throw into Manchester United. Half-hearted appeals for handball there. I didn't think there was anything in it. We'll take a look at it again here. Heaven gets the flick on. Oh, well, it did roll off the arm of Onana, but it's cleared away. Anyway, there's a chance here. Now they're appealing for handball quite furiously. It's cleared away. Again, nothing doing, says Michael Oliver. We'll take another look at that in a moment. Here's Boubacar Kamara. He goes down. Well, there was confusion in the Villa penalty area for a moment. Tielemans is saying it's hit his chest. Michael Oliver's not interested. Let's have a look. Did hit his chest. And it hit Lindelof's chest as well. Yeah. Well, it's not a penalty for me. And Manchester United, desperate appealing there, really. Nothing doing, says Michael Oliver. VAR haven't even looked at it. Emiliano Martinez is going to clear this ball downfield. And it's just waiting for Martinez here. He's taking his time. Clears the ball downfield. Header won there by Lisandro Martinez, and now Villa having to defend again, but it's quickly won back by Boubacar Kamara. And now here's John McGinn. McGinn plays the ball looking for Rodgers, but that was well read by Luke Shaw this time. Here's Rodgers again, and it's played back there. Oh, going down is Kamara. Nothing doing, says the referee. It's a good challenge. And here's Amadou Onana, and good ball short there by Luca Dean. Cross into the box there by Yuri Tielemans, but it's a bad effort. And that cross far close to the goalkeeper, and nobody taking a gamble on it anyway. And now Manchester United can break forward. We'll be giving you the player of the match in about 6 minutes' time. For now, there's plenty of chances here for Manchester United to try to get back into this game. The ball is played over the top there, looking for Mason Mount. Mount tries to check inside. Good work by Victor Lindelof, the former Manchester United defender. The clearance is not the greatest, so it finds Lenny Yoro. Back there. And Yoro again. Martinez. Cross to Luke Shaw. Can he get the ball in? Oh, he can. It's a decent ball in. Looking for Cunha. And just trying to keep that ball in play there is Luca Dean, but he didn't need to. A goal kick has been given. And Cunha is not happy. He thinks it should have been a corner. And Cunha is still arguing over the possible handball from earlier that hit the chest of Tielemans. I'm not sure why he's still arguing. There's another substitution for both sides. So get ready for this, Ross. Coming on, we'll talk to Villa first. So coming on, Onana is going off. Onana is coming off. It's Evan Gassard that's coming on. So Onana and McGinn are coming off. And it's Emiliano Buendia and Evan Gassand. And those are your substitutions. And coming on for Manchester United is number 61, Shea Lacey. And I'm just trying to see who's going to come off here. Number 15, Lenny Yoro. So Lenny Yoro is coming off. Substitutions there for both sides. And Manchester United bring on another one from their youth academy. And Onana and McGinn have played their part in this match now. Onana has been quite impressive today, but I'm thinking that perhaps they're looking to rest players around this period. Here's Morgan Rogers. Let's go back off him. Morgan Rogers is appealing for a handball. Nothing doing, but they stood off Morgan Rogers again as he broke forward, and I have to be honest, I don't know why they keep doing this. He's already punished them twice. There's Fletcher rather, gives the ball to Dorgu. Dorgu checks inside. Dorgu, oh, he's only found Buendia, the substitute for Aston Villa. Matty Cash gives the ball to Buendia. Buendia tries to clear it. He didn't get any real distance on that. And here's Cunha again with a shot. It's a good effort. But Emiliano Martinez gets down and makes a save with 5 minutes to go. Manchester United getting desperate at this time. Cleared downfield by Martinez. Header away only as far as Buendia. But Morgan Rogers has given the ball away now. And now Manchester United breaking forward, 4-on-4 if they hurry. It's Cunha, tries to play the ball in, and it comes off Boubacar Kamara. It's going to be a corner to Manchester United. It's Manchester United pushing desperately for an equaliser here. And, well, let's see if they can get themselves an equaliser and slow down Villa from winning 9 games in a row, because that's what Villa are staring at right now. 9 games, 9 straight wins. But the corner is going to come in from Mason Mount. Let's see if he can change all that. Mason Mount comes in, and Emiliano Martinez just comes out and takes it with authority, and he's just going to release the ball now quickly to Luca Dean. Oh, it's given away there by Yuri Tielemans. Finally, Victor Lindelof puts his foot through it. And it's picked up here by Aidan Heaven. As time ticking down in this one, Villa, I think, are readying another substitution. Trying to see who that is in a moment. Here is Lisandro Martinez. Quick 1-2 there with Fletcher. Ball out wide here to Luke Shaw. Good ball by Shaw to Mason Mount. Laid off back to Mason Mount, and his pass was just away there. But chance there for Manchester United, but the pass to Shea Lacey wasn't the best. So substitution now. Boubacar Kamara is coming off, and coming on is Lamir Baghdadi. So Baghdadi is coming on for Boubacar Kamara. So that is the 5th substitute for Aston Villa, and their 3rd attempt at making substitutes. So that's the last of the subs for Aston Villa. Kamara comes off, and Baghdadi is on, wearing number 26. Go inside the last 2 minutes. Luca Dean is finally going to be able to take this throw in. Goes long. Header one up in the air by Dalla. Trying to win that ball as well is Fletcher, but he's not been able to. And the referee has pulled this free kick back. At the next stoppage in play, we will announce the man of the match. But the free kick is going to be taken first. It's Emiliano Martinez that's going to take it. He's just waving back the players. Looks like he's going to go long. It's Martinez. Right-footed downfield. Looking for that to bring that ball under control there was Morgan Rogers, but it ran out of play and it's a throw into Manchester United. So let's name the man of the match then. Today's man of the match, as sponsored by Football Live, is going to Aston Villa's 27, Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers has been absolutely fantastic throughout the whole game. 2 goals and with a passing accurate percentage of 75%. He's dominated the midfield. Manchester United have not been able to control him in this game. So today's man of the match, as sponsored by Football Live, goes to Aston Villa's 27, Morgan Rogers. And here is Fletcher, just gives the ball. Fletcher, it was given away there by Lisandro Martinez. And now picking up the ball is Mateus Cunha. He's storming forward. 5-on-4 for Manchester United if they hurry. He's got Lacey alongside him, but still continuing on is Cunha. Lacey takes a shot. Good effort by Lacey, but it's right down the throat of Emiliano Martinez. And really good work by the Manchester United substitute, but the run from Cunha, it just looks like he ran out of gas there at the end. As we go into stoppage time, we'll just see how much time is being added on at the end of this game. Here's Cunha again. Cunha out wide to Dorgu. Dorgu with a cross. Lacey's there. Tries to bring the ball under control. And it's 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end. Morgan Rogers wins that. And Rogers just gives the ball there to Buendia. Lifted forward there too. Can he keep it in play there, Morgan Rogers? He can't. And it goes out of play for a throw-in. And a Villa player down at the moment. Bogardi, I think it is. And we'll just see what's going on here as he gets himself back onto his feet. It's actually Yuri Tielemans. He's back on his feet. And the game will be able to continue as we've played a minute of stoppage time. Time really ticking down now for Manchester United, but they've been known to get last-minute goals, and they've also been known to concede them. Let's see how it goes for Manchester United now in stoppage time. Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu plays the ball out wide, and he gets the ball back. He goes down under the challenge, and it's a free kick and a yellow card. And, well, let's just take a look at this again. Oh, yeah, it's a poor challenge by Bogardi. He's only been on a couple of minutes, and he picks up a yellow card. And it's a free kick in a very dangerous position for Manchester United. Corner of the penalty area, about a yard out, really. And you can see Luke Shaw and Mason Mount are over it. This is an opportunity for Manchester United to get right back into this game. Let's see whether they've got a 2-man wall there. Buendia and Donyell Mallon are in the wall for Aston Villa. Is he going to swing this one in, or is he going to have a shot? He has a shot, and it just grazes the top of the net. Not a million miles away from Mason Mount, but not the goal he wanted. You see it swung in there. It's a really good free kick. It just didn't drop enough. And scrambling across there was Emiliano Martinez. So, well, Santa Claus has come early, I guess. Lots of Villa fans celebrating the season, and well they might, given the position where they are in the league and are looking at potentially their 9th Premier League win in a row. They really have been absolutely sensational. Martinez clears the ball downfield, looking to win that one in the air is Bogardi. Breaks loose. Matty Cash gets the ball there. Bogardi again drops the ball back. Back over the halfway line by Matty Cash. And Villa, it's a free kick to Manchester United. A foul that time by the substitute for Aston Villa, Gesand. He has not been selected to be playing with the Ivory Coast in their AFCON, which gets underway today at around 7 o'clock UK time. Is the first game involving Morocco. And the throw-in is taken quickly here by Diogo Dalla. Nipped in and won that by Bagardi. And now here's Morgan Rogers. Rogers just not able to get the ball to Gassand. Gassand does win the ball eventually, though. This is really good play by Gassand, the substitute. Good challenge there. And it's the referee has stopped play for some reason. It's at the end. Yes, that's full time. And Manchester United fall at Villa Park. 2 goals by Morgan Rogers due to some poor defensive play by Manchester United. A goal for Cunha as well, given a poor back pass from Matty Cash. But it's Aston Villa that win this game and move on to 9 straight Premier League victories. Full time at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you very much there to Paul James for his excellent coverage and commentary on what has been an excellent game at Villa Park, as Manchester United falter yet again as Aston Villa move up to third, as Paul Riley mentions. Just a point behind Manchester City, 3 points behind the league leaders Arsenal. What a fantastic performance, and 2 fantastic goals by Morgan Rogers, England's Morgan Rogers, as he will look to try and cement a place in Thomas Tuchel's World Cup squad later in next summer, and hopefully try and get a place in the squad for the upcoming March international break, which is also on the horizon, as well as the Villa players celebrate around here at Villa Park tonight. They'll be the ones who will be celebrating, and this Christmas will come early for them as they get the all-important 3 points to beat Manchester United at Villa Park this evening, as we have mentioned. Manchester United are in 7th place in the Premier League table. We'll show you the Premier League standings in a few moments' time. But what a start to this season it has been for Aston Villa this campaign. Who would have thought Villa would be in a title race at Christmas? Will they still be in it come the end of the season? That is another question in itself. We will have to wait and see how the second half of the season pans out for the Villans. But so far, so good it is for Unai Emery's Aston Villa team, who will be buzzing with that performance and buzzing with that victory tonight. What a fantastic game and what a fantastic start to the season Unai Emery's Aston Villa continues on. Been a fantastic start to the season, and Morgan Rogers, our player of the match today, 2 fantastic goals which gave Aston Villa the victory. And also what I want to say as well is 2 fantastic goals which gave Manchester United no chance, yes, I've said it, no chance of getting anything from this game today. Some big games on the horizon in the upcoming games for the Premier League as we head in to the Christmas period now. Who will come out on top with over the Christmas period? And we'll have a look at the table very shortly and confirm the Premier League results of this weekend, which we will bring to you as well on the screen very, very shortly. Indeed, as we look set to see what is going to be a big game week on the horizon, with Christmas round the corner and games coming thick and fast now over the next few weeks as we get over the Christmas period and into the New Year period as well. So let's bring you the results then from the Premier League this weekend. Thus far, we've only one game left to give you in the Premier League. And we'll start off with yesterday lunchtime and Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1, Brighton 0, Sunderland 0, Man City 3, West Ham 0, Wolves 0, Brentford 2, Spurs 1, Liverpool 2, Everton 0, Arsenal 1, Leeds United 4, Crystal Palace 1. That was last night, as was Everton against Arsenal. Move from this afternoon, move from the 2 o'clock slots this afternoon due to Arsenal taking on Crystal Palace in midweek. Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1, as you've just heard with our excellent commentator Paul James, which we'll get the thoughts of Paul in just a moment. And Monday Night Football sees Fulham take on Nottingham Forest at Craven Cottage there. So that is the results. We'll run through the other results in a moment just before we finish tonight, and we'll show you the Premier League table in full in a few moments' time. But Paul, let's just bring you back in for a second or two. And what a game it was today. 2 fantastic goals from Morgan Rogers, and those goals was worthy of winning any game by themselves, weren't they?
Yeah, there was. The quality of the goals cannot be argued with. They were fantastic goals. But you have to look at the defence of Manchester United. They didn't learn from the first time. The second time they didn't even learn. Morgan Rogers had another opportunity towards the end of the game. He might have had 3 today. It's just, if I was a Manchester United fan, I'd be very, very angry that these defensive laps, and I'm not entirely, I know people will argue, and I've heard Manchester United fans arguing with this back and forth about the system that he's using. I think it is leaving him light at the back, because the wing backs are not getting back enough. Diogo Dalot, Patrick Dorgu, they're not getting back enough. It's leaving just the 3 centre-backs, which is leaving the wings very open to cut inside and get the shots away. Bad defensive play by Manchester United in my mind on both of those goals. But Villa, let's talk about Aston Villa. They've been outstanding. They've been absolutely outstanding. And all I can say when I watch Aston Villa is they are so fluent in attack. They are so fluent when they go forward. And defensively, they're sharp. They've got a good goalkeeper. They've got what they need to win a title. You know, to win a title, I believe you need good goalkeeping and great defending. And they've got both of that. Don't be surprised if they're battling for the title at the end of the year. Don't be surprised.
Yes, I won't be surprised, because Villa have done well this season so far. They've got Chelsea up next over the Christmas period. That's on Saturday at 5:30. So that's going to be a big game there as well. And you see how Chelsea have been playing recently. Lost to Leeds, but then on a decent run. But Villa, 9 straight Premier League victories. Do you think anyone can stop them, Paul? They've beat Arsenal, who's currently top of the league. They've just beat Manchester United. Can anyone stop Aston Villa, in your opinion, at this moment in time?
I can only say Manchester City right now might be able to. They're just starting to hit form. Everything is clicking there at the Etihad. Manchester City, I think that might be a hill too far for Aston Villa, but we'll see.
Yes, absolutely. 9 straight Premier League victories for Aston Villa today. 10 straight victories in all competitions for Aston Villa as well. Fantastic performance from the Villans tonight. Just a question on Manchester United. Where do Manchester United go from here then, Paul? Because you look at it today, they were awful defensively. Yeah, they scored the goal from Cunningham. That was a gift. They'd never really created any real cut goal scoring opportunities. There was always shots from edge of the box which was deflected. There was that big chance which Cunningham missed. But apart from that, I don't recall Villa being stretched and opened like that where Cunningham missed in the second half. I can't really recall that. So where do Manchester United go from him? Do you think we need to go back to the drawing board and try and figure out something go back to drawing board and go back to say 4-4-2, or do you think we should stick with this formation that they played today?
I'm not sure this system works for Manchester United, to be honest. I mean, I would say though that you've got the January transfer window coming up. This is an opportunity for them to, bring in some extra talent and see where that takes them.
Yes, but if you look at the way they're playing right now, yes, I know they're currently sitting 7th in the Premier League table after that, and they could have gone 4 points behind Aston Villa. But the way they're playing at the moment, excuse me, do you think players will look at Manchester United and think it's attractive opposition with the way they're playing and the way you can't, say if there's a striker, can't get the ball into the penalty area for the strikers to take a chance? So do you think we'll look at them and think we can make a difference if Manchester United and help them get to where the need of the club feel the need to be come the end of the season?
It's a lack of consistency at the moment, so they need to address the defensive issues, whether that's bringing somebody in at the transfer window or just waiting time for some of these injuries to come back. But it might be interesting to see how Bruno Fernandes is and how long he may be out for, because that's going to play its role as well. I think at the moment Manchester United do have a lot of injuries right now, so I think you'll probably see some players coming in. But I think, given what I've seen today, I don't think that system works.
I don't think he's worth for. He didn't really work for him last season, Paul. They almost got relegated as the 3 teams that came up last season have been capable of sustaining and keeping Premier League survival. That would have probably, Manchester United would have probably been playing in the Championship now because of how bad they were last season with the formation. So maybe they need to look in January, and maybe Amram needs to look and try and get a plan B into the way he wants this side to play, because this side formations are working with 3 at the back, 3-4-2-1s not working. Maybe they need to look at something and say potentially change it to say a 3-5 and go say maybe a 4-3-3 and try and get the best out of the players. For me, I don't think the players that he's got or that he's bought so far fit into his way of playing. I think they suited better say a 4-3-3 style rather than a 3-5-2 or 3-4-2-1 formation. If you look at the players that they've got and who they had out there today at the start.
Yeah, there's probably some issues that need to be had there, but I think to be honest with you, I think the system is part of the problem, but I think with the injuries they may need to bring in some new personnel in January.
Maybe let's see how that goes then, Paul. Just want to touch upon a player who left Everton in the summer. A lot of talk around potentially going to Manchester United. He rejected a move to Manchester United, which came out over the past couple of days or so. They rejected Manchester United. He opted to join Leeds United. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 7 goals in 6 games. 7 goals in the Premier League so far. 6 in his last 5 Premier League games. The informed striker across Europe, the top 5 leagues in Europe, across Europe as well as in the Premier League. Do you think if he continues with this sort of form and his injury record doesn't come back as he was in previous seasons, do you think he could have a chance, Paul, of potentially getting on the plane and playing for England in the World Cup, giving it to another option alongside Harry Kane as a different kind of player, that style that he can play, can hold the ball and bring others into play, can finish as well, which he is doing at Leeds United? Do you think he could be someone that looks towards and potentially having it as an option for the World Cup squad coming up?
I don't think so. I think there's better out there. He's good. He's hit some form, but it's early days yet. to be talking in that kind of category. Not for me at the moment. I think he's had a few good games right now for Leeds, but it's early days. We'll see where we are in March or April or May before we start talking about that.
Yeah, no, it's just that he's an informed striker across Europe at the moment and in the Premier League as well. In better form than Ollie Watkins, better form than Rashford, who was there. He was neck and neck with Foden until this weekend's games, and he's now better than him in the scoring run of English players that who can play as the striker. And he's a different type of striker to Harry Kane if he wants to switch it up and go say two up top. Kane can drop back and Cavalry can be on the last line of defence if he wants to change formations against different personnel that we've got in England's got in the World Cup. I'm just thinking maybe he could offer something different. One maybe say Watkins for me is similar. Rashford, he's more of a winger now. Foden's more of a winger or a number 10, not an actual striker who took on Jules there. So I'm just thinking, actual strikers that's available, he could be the best option to have in the squad as a different kind of player to fetch on to confuse defenders and not go with Ollie Watkins there, especially if Watkins doesn't continue to score and Cavalry continues to score. Maybe could have a chance in there. It's not just me thinking that there's other people out there talking about that as well. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that there as well, Paul.
As I said, it's way too early to discuss it yet. Yes, he's hit form in the last few games, but for the majority of the time, he's not played very, very well. So I honestly don't think so, Russ. Not right now.
No, it's Paul all about opinions. I respect yours, and I know you respect mine as well, which is always good to have these kind of chats and debates here on the commentary hub, or whether we're off air as well. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below once this game finishes. Do you think Dominic Calvert-Lewin could have a chance of potentially making that England World Cup squad, maybe even the March international break squad, if the form continues as it is at this moment in time? 6 goals in 5 games for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 7 goals in all competitions, 5th in the Premier League goal scoring charts at the moment, one behind Hugo Ekitike, and another one there as well. So he's going in the right direction after a bad injury record when he was at Everton, and as I mentioned, turned down the chance to join Manchester United and some other clubs in Europe to come to Ellen Road and Leeds United there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin there. We'll just move away from that now and just want to touch upon a player who could be in the England squad or should be in the England squad, featured quite heavily in recent international breaks. Morgan Rogers. There's a question about whether if he plays 4-2-3-1 and have Kane up front, there's a question whether he puts Rogers or say Bellingham as that number 10, also Foden as a number 10. For you right now, Paul, out of Rogers, Foden and Bellingham, and what you've seen from Rogers today and what you've seen from Foden throughout the season so far, I know you may not see much of Bellingham and that. Out of Rogers and Foden, who do you think would be the best option in the number 10 for England going into the March international break, and maybe if how well they do between now and the end of the season for that World Cup, do you think it could be Rogers, or do you think Foden could have a shout as well?
Well, I think Rogers would be the better option, but Rogers can play also on the attacking midfield left side like he did today. But yes, ideally in the number 10 role. If you were asking me to choose between Foden and Rogers, I'm going to choose Rogers.
Yes, no worries, Paul. Thank you very much for that there. Konza, how do you think Konza's done today? Do you think he could be... He's done good this season so far. How do you think he was today up against Sesko and then Fletcher when he came on, and Mount and Cunha and them kind of players from Manchester United? Do you think Konza did well at the back for Villa, and is that why, along with Lindelof, is that why Villa managed to get over the line towards them when the blocks were coming in, Paul, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, he played okay today. I thought the Villa defence was quite good today, apart from that one mistake that led to Cunha's goal.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you very much there for your input today and your analysis at the end there as well. Big thank you to everybody who has tuned in today. Let's just recap the results in full and then we'll show you the Premier League table. We'll start off with the Championship, then end on the Premier League, and then we'll show you the Premier League table at the end as well. In the Championship, then Friday evening, Swansea 2, Wrexham 1. Saturday afternoon was Blackburn Rovers 2, Millwall 0. Preston 1, Norwich 1. Southampton 1, Coventry 1. Bristol City 2, Middlesbrough 0. And Charlton 1, Oxford 0. Into the Championship continuing, then Derby County 1, Portsmouth 1. Hull City 1, West Brom 0. Ipswich 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. QPR 4, Leicester 1. Sheffield United 3, Birmingham 0. Watford 1, Stoke 0. Going into League 1 then, Reading 3, Luton 2. Northampton 3, AFC Wimbledon 1. Stevenage 2, Burton Albion 2. Continuing into League 1 then, Wigan Athletic 0, Blackpool 2. Doncaster 1, Plymouth 5. Exeter 3, Barnsley 0. Leyton Orient 2, Bradford 1. Lincoln City 2, Cardiff 1. Mansfield 1, Stockport 2. Continues then into League 1 then, Port Vale 0, Peterborough 1. Rotherham 1, Huddersfield 3. Wickham 2, Bolton 1 there as well. Into League 2 then, excuse me, Barrow 1, Cheltenham 2 on Friday evening, as was Cambridge 2, Accrington 0. Crewe 1, Bristol Rovers 1 on Friday as well. On Saturday afternoon it was Bromley 2, Grimsby 0. Notts County 0, Walsall 0. Barnet 1, Salford City 3. Colchester 4, Newport 1. Fleetwood 2, Gillingham 1. Harrogate Town 0, MK Dons 4. Oldham Athletic 3, Tranmere Rovers 1. Shrewsbury Town 0, Chesterfield 1. Swindon Town 1. Crawley Town 0. And let's round off then with the weekend scores in the Premier League, and then we'll show you the Premier League table in just a moment. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 2. Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1. Brighton 0, Sunderland 0. Man City 3, West Ham 0. Wolves 0, Brentford 2. Spurs 1, Liverpool 2. Everton 0, Arsenal 1. Victor Gyökeres from the penalty spot for the Gunners, finding them back to the top of the table after City went to the top before the Gunners played last night. Leeds United 4, Crystal Palace 1. Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1. And the final game is on Monday evening between Fulham and Nottingham Forest. Now then, let's take a look at the Premier League table then, and this is how the table looks as we just bring you up the table in full here, as we just bring you the table there so you can have a look at the Premier League table in full there. As you can see, the Premier League table there, Everton in sitting in 10th place, and there's the points at the end there right now as we bring you the table there, as we can just see Arsenal at the top of the Premier League, City in 2nd, Villa in 3rd, Chelsea in 4th, Liverpool in 5th, Sunderland in 6th, and United in 7th, and Crystal Palace 8th there, as you can see there. Everton popping up the top half of the Premier League table. Let's take a look then at the bottom half of the table then, and as you can see here with the table in front of you, which will just bring up there so you can see the table in full as we get there for you. Newcastle, top end of the bottom half of the table, Brentford into 12th there. You can see Leeds United out of the bottom 3 and up into 16th after that there 6-point gap over West Ham now for the Whites. 8 over Burnley after they drew 1-1 with Bournemouth. Wolves remain bottom on 2 points, as Paul alluded to a little bit earlier on there as well. And that is the table there. Paul, I just want to bring you in just before we do finish today. We on a game which I know you covered for Football Live yesterday, Bournemouth against Burnley. And Burnley, as you've seen there, 8 points adrift of Leeds United after that now, and it's cemented into 19th place. A lot of Clarets fans are thinking it is curtains for them now. They will be going down in just about finishing 18th place. What did you make of the Clarets performance yesterday, and do you think it's curtains for them in survival for the Premier League as it stands right now?
I don't think they've much chance right now. Scott Parker, I think, is probably... I don't understand why Scott Parker's still in charge, but I never understood that from the beginning of the season either, because, yes, he's won a championship, but he has he doesn't have a solid record in the Premier League. He's got a record of continually relegating teams. I think what has happened yesterday was the performance was terrible. Yesterday it was very, very poor. But that goal by Armando Broja has just, all that has done is masked over the terrible performance and given Scott Parker more time.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. What was the performance like from Burnley yesterday? Because I saw a few comments online that it wasn't great, but Broja managed to save them. Was that how you saw it yesterday when covering it for Football Live?
Well, they were very weak from start to finish. They only had their first effort towards goal on 84 minutes. The goal itself was very lucky, was very fortunate, and in the end they were very lucky to get a point out of it, to be fair. Yes,
and I just want to ask your opinion on this as a midfield five. It's coming from Luke Turton. He says, short comment on this from me. Midfield five for England is thinking of Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, double pivot, and then the three behind the striker of Rodgers, Foden and Saka. But you can't really look away from, say, Anthony Gordon, who's played well for England in recent performances on the left-hand side of midfield as well. But that midfield five there of Rice, Anderson, Rodgers, Foden and Saka, what do you make to that midfield five, Paul? Do you think that's a good option?
I think that's a good option, but I'd take out Foden and put in Bellingham. That's the only change I'd make to that.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking though, we could potentially move Rodgers in middle in place of Foden and put Anthony Gordon out wide as well, because he's from great for England and has done well for Newcastle this season as well. So maybe there's another option there to use for that midfield as well. So we've got plenty of options in midfield, but that midfield five does look good for me. But like you said, potentially take Foden out and put Bellingham in, or take Foden out, move Rodgers into the where he's got Foden, and bring in Anthony Gordon on that left-hand side, and then switch up and fetch Bellingham on later, move Rodgers out wide and put Bellingham into the 10 when teams tire towards the back end of games. But we'll have to wait and see what Tuchel does. But some good options for Thomas Tuchel there. I don't envy his choice when he's picking those there as well. Good comment there from Luke there this evening. Thank you very much then to Paul for his excellent contribution throughout the game this evening. Big thank you to you, the listeners, as well. Good to have us back on air. Just before we do go, next live offering comes on Boxing Day. Manchester United back in action again. They'll be looking to overcome this latest defeat as they take on Newcastle United at Old Trafford. Kick-off is at 8 o'clock on Boxing Day. Make sure you join us for that one. But for myself, Russ Villan, and the rest of the team here, I'm Paul James. For the rest of the team here, if we probably won't speak to you before. So, Merry Christmas to all our listeners. Hope you have a safe and prosperous one, and have a good one with your family and friends. As we leave you with the score of Villa Park, where it's currently 9 degrees. It's Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1. Have a good Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you on Boxing Day for some Premier League action in the only game that's taking place in the Premier League at 8 o'clock on Friday evening. From all the team here, have a good Christmas, and we'll see you Boxing Day. Goodbye for now.